Hello guys, welcome to I am Homeopath. Before getting into the video, I want to tell you that this is the part 2 of the acid group study. If you haven't watched the first part yet, then I would recommend you to watch that first and then the second part because this video is the continuation of the first part. Link to the first part of the acid group study is in the description box below. And if you are new to this channel, then subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update. Also use the comment box to let me know your feedback. Before starting the video, I just want to thank you all for all of your support and the positive comments that you guys are sending me. Please keep supporting. It definitely motivates me to make more such videos. In the first part, we have covered all the important remedies, characteristic features of the acid group. In this video, we will be studying characteristic mental features and characteristic physical features of acid group. And now let's start with the characteristic mental features of acid group. First is exhaustion. Most common and well-known characteristic of acids, for example, phosphoric acid. Exhaustion means physical or mental tiredness. This is seen in all of the patients of acid group. Hurriedness. Hurriedness means hastiness. Person does things with overly eager speed that ultimately makes him tired and exhausted. That's why it is said that hurriedness is often accompanied by tiredness or exhaustion. Extroverts, they talk easily and openly. Extroverts are those persons who have an outgoing personality, people who are socially confident. Since the acid group people are extrovert, they talk easily and openly. Perfectionists. Being perfectionist means having standard perfection or expecting standard perfection while doing things. So such tendency to be perfectionist is seen in acid people. Aggression. Aggression basically is the feeling of anger that results in violent behavior. So such aggression is seen physically in violent biting, itching character of complaints as in ulcers, fissures and apathy. Perceiving power is decreased. Perceiving means understanding and interpreting the things. Since this perceiving power is decreased, understanding and interpretations become wrong in such people. Cowardice. Malicious, jealous, suspicious and loquaciousness are the important key symptoms. Cowardice means person who lacks bravery. Malicious is having wrong intentions or intentions to harm someone. Jealousy and suspiciousness is seen often, and loquaciousness, that means excessive talking. All of these symptoms are important key symptoms in acid group. Next is aversion to company. People from acid group generally prefer to be alone. Weak memory. The people of acid group have weak memory. There is great weakness at mental level. They lack self-confidence and are forgetful and absent-minded. Absent-minded means habit of being lost in thought or being unaware of the surrounding or actions. Next is disorientation of time, space and identity, sometimes forgets his own relatives. Disorientation means a state of mental confusion. So these people are in confused state of mind about the time or the people around him. That is the identity of the people around him. This is again related with having weak memory and being absent-minded and forgetful. Egoistic. They have self-egotism. Egoistic means being self-centered, or the people who are preoccupied with themselves and their own desires. So this self-egotism is seen in acid people or the people of acid group. Fastidious. Fastidious means being concerned about accuracy and detail. This again is related with being perfectionist. These people are always very neat and tidy. Next is indolence, indifference, and apathy are the main features. Indolence means being lazy. Indifference is lack of interest or concern. Apathy means lack of enthusiasm or interest. So these are the main features that are seen in acid people. Violence and restlessness is markedly seen in people of acid group. Industrious, must be occupied in some work, otherwise physical complaints increase. This feature we can see as aggravation when thinking of ailments. So all of these are the characteristic mental features that are commonly seen in all the people of acid group. Now let's see the characteristic physical symptoms. First one is burning, extreme weakness, debility, destruction, hemorrhage, ulcers, septicemia, etc. are predominantly seen at the physical level. So these are all the basic features that are commonly and predominantly seen in all the patients of acid group. Burning, extreme weakness, debility. Debility also means physical weakness. Destruction, hemorrhage, ulcers, septicemia. Septicemia means, in simple words, blood poisoning that is caused by the presence of bacteria or their toxins. Burning of acids is due to irritation of nerves and is present in organs, chest and urethra. Next one is suddenness. Suddenness of the symptoms is characteristically seen in acid group people. Symptoms appear suddenly and disappear suddenly. Loss of vital fluids, trembling, shivering and debility is caused after loss of vital fluids as in diarrhea, vomiting, seminal emissions, lactation, profuse sweating, etc. So these people complain of trembling, shivering, that is uncontrolled and slight shaking movements, and debility is caused after diarrhea, vomiting, or even lactation and profuse sweating. Debility is marked at both mental and physical level. Oversensitiveness to external stimuli, pseudomembrane. They have tendency to form pseudomembrane, so indicated in diphtheria. Pseudomembrane means formation of a layer on the surface of mucous membrane or skin. For example, in diphtheria, the dead tissue forms a thick grey coating in throat or nose which makes it hard to swallow or breathe for the patient. Here is the picture showing pseudomembrane in a patient of diphtheria. In such cases, acid remedies can be indicated. Weakness with destruction of tissue present in inorganic acids, and weakness without destruction of tissue is present in organic acids. This means if the patient is suffering from great weakness with the destruction of the tissue, then remedies made from inorganic acids are suited well. And when a patient suffers from weakness without destruction of tissue, then the remedies made from organic acids are indicated. Next physical feature is deficiency. Many of the acids are useful in scurvy, particularly when it arises from diet of salt food with deprivation of vegetables. So acid group remedies are indicated well in cases of deficiency. Skin, sepsis, loss of hair and brittle nails, more marked in inorganic acids than in organic acids. Sepsis is a life-threatening complication of an underlying infection. But why sepsis is mentioned under the heading skin is because people with sepsis often develop a hemorrhagic rash like a cluster of tiny blood spots that later may join together if left untreated. It appears as purplish bruises over skin. So these features are more marked in inorganic acids than in organic acids. Tongue, thin, burning, cracked, ulcerated, blackish or brownish coated margin. Desire for alcohol, acidic food, citrus fruits and indigestible food such as chalk, pencil, mud, paint, etc. And aversion, heavy food pulses such as beans, lentils, peas, sweets, oily and fatty foods, cheese, icy cold things and ice creams. General modalities: aggravation, night, exertion, cold food and cold drinks, loss of vital fluids, mental tension, anxiety, worries and grief. Amelioration, rest, heat, short sleep and eating after. So that's it for today's video, guys. Here we have completed the acid group study. See you soon with the next video. Until then, follow me on Instagram. Here's my Instagram ID. I'm active there on Instagram, so you will be knowing all the updates there about the upcoming videos and more such information. And lastly, if my video was helpful to you in any way, then don't forget to hit the like button. And you can also use the comment section to let me know about your feedback.